Is the economy bad right now? Most people would say, yes, the economy is bad. Pew Research found that only 23% of Americans believe the current economy is good, with the majority responding that it is only fair to poor. This isn't particularly surprising. The spike of inflation and increase in prices has hit Americans right where it hurts the most, their wallets. But let's dig into the actual data. Is the economy really bad? Are we on the brink of a recession? It depends on who you ask and which tea leaves you read. U.S. Bank senior economists believe we are likely to avoid a recession. JP Morgan estimates there's about a 35% chance of a recession by the end of the year, and one economist, David Rosenberg, believes there's an 85% chance of a recession. Let's be clear, we are not in a recession now. Economic data released in the first 6 months of this year was surprisingly strong. Every month, we were steadily adding hundreds of thousands of jobs. The inflation rate really dropped down towards the Fed's target of 2%. The unemployment rate has stayed relatively steady at a normal 3 to 4%, and average hourly earnings have steadily increased. But the tide did start to turn in August. We were walloped with a historical jobs revision of 818,000. This cast major doubt on the positive news provided earlier this year. Hiring has slowed. Our country's economic output has started slipping since this spring, and ballooning credit card debt and delinquency rates are also a concern. It remains to be seen if this data is a precursor to what might be a recession or if it's just a blip in the radar. You want to remember that recessions are a natural part of the economic cycle. We've had almost 50 since the creation of the US and 3 since the year 2000, our latest, of course, during the pandemic. But there are things you can do today to better position your family in case we do have a recession. Assess your personal situation and the possibility you or someone in your family could lose employment. Bulk up your emergency savings in case there is a job loss. Work aggressively to pay off any high interest rate debt. Hone in on your budget and get an idea of what monthly expenses are a necessity and what could be trimmed out if you need to. And finally, resist the temptation to make knee-jerk reactions to your investments. Market volatility does increase with a recession, but any changes you make should be with your eye on the long term, not the daily news headlines. That's it for this week. This is Jeannie, the 401k lady.